I'm going to be making this video right now, to be able to help you as a business owner or a potential business owner to see how you can either start your business online or grow your existing business online. And the honest truth is that I've been in business, I've been running my own personal businesses, started about 5 businesses in the last 11 years. In the last 11 years, I'm about to start my own businesses. And the honest truth is that I have done this so much ease. And that's why I'm going to be helping us today to be able to see how we can either start our businesses. Yes, I'm going to talk about 9 steps that's going to help us to start our businesses online or to either grow it, even if you don't know what to sell. And that's the beautiful thing about it. So, but before we continue, I want to encourage us, to subscribe into this channel on the link below. Subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you can see more of these videos. The honest truth is that I post videos on Mondays and on Fridays on this channel to help us, with ideas on marketing, on starting businesses, on growing businesses. Yes, because I've done it very well myself, and I'm able to teach people, to help people to be able to generate clients, to help people to be able to grow their businesses and make their businesses successful. Yeah, so, but before we quickly go into the heart of what we have to discuss today, yes, I want to be able to share something with you guys. Yes, I'm willing to give out. I have a fresh course I just finished production of, which is quantum marketing, 7 strategies that will help you, to be able to grow your business exponentially. I've been able to come up with these 7 strategies in quantum marketing course. Yes, I have a book on it and I have a course on it also. So I've been able to share these 7 strategies in this new video I just finished production of. And I'll be willing to give out 15 people on this very channel access to this free to this very course. Yes, I'm going to be selling it for $12, but I'm going to be giving out to 15 people free. So if you want to be one of those lucky winners able to get this free course, I want you to just go on the comment below and comment I have subscribed and put your email address just after it, and I'll be willing to follow up, and my team and I will be willing to follow up, to be able to get your course across to you. So don't forget, in the link below, subscribe, put there in the comment below I have subscribed and your email address, and we'll get in contact with you as soon as possible. So let's go into the heart of the very heart of this very course that we just created, so that we can know the 9 steps, the 9 simple steps you can follow to start to grow a profitable online business, even if you don't know what to sell. So what's the number 1 step? Yeah, so the first step is that you must understand that business, or starting a business or growing a business, is not a splint, it's a marathon. A lot of people get to miss that point. And sincerely, I've seen it a lot, when I had to talk with, yes, I've had to work with about 77 businesses, either to start or to grow their business or to market their business, at different times. And, when I get to meet some of these business people, I found something that's, like a common denominator. Everybody is in the business world, not necessarily at all times, because of their passion. Some of the things we do is because of the fact that we are passionate about what we do. But we found that I found out that many business people are not as passionate, about starting business. They want to do it because they feel that, yes, that's the only way they're going to be able to make a survivor or be able to make a large profit and, be able to buy fanciful car, live in big houses. Yes, all these are some offshoots. They are rewards for entrepreneurship. But the honest truth is that business itself is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's something you have to do in a long haul. I tell you, I have tons of stories that if I share with you guys, you'll be shocked. But the honest truth is that, so that we don't take too much of our time, is one thing for us to know that the first step in starting or growing a business, making it very profitable, is to understand that it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. You must be willing to put all that it takes into making it a success, at every step of the way. You can't rely on the fact that, yes, I start the business, the first month, and in 3 months' time, I'm starting making a lot of profit. It's not like that. Sometimes, I had a business I started, when I was, in a bakery business, and I was making, pastries, bread, and, all sort of snacks and pastries. It took that business about 24 months, 2 years, before I was able to bring money out of that business, to be able to pay myself a salary. But the honest truth was that I was paying the salaries of about 13 different staffs in that business. I was doing all that. I invested so much into it because I understood that it wasn't just a splint. I was going into it a long haul, and I did that business for those number of years until I was able to sell the business off. But the honest truth is that is one very single step that separates the successful businesses, the most profitable businesses, from the ones that are not successful or profitable. So you must understand that fact and implement it in your business. Business is starting or growing a business is not a splint, it's a marathon. That's number one step. And the second step is to decide what kind of business do you want to venture into. Knowing the kind of business, especially for people that don't have an idea what they want to sell. Some people already have an idea what they want to sell. I have a friend that decided that his own goal is to venture into selling phones. And he started, immediately he graduated from university. In fact, even before he graduated, he started, selling phones to friends in different hostels and all that, collect money from them. He had the distributor that was selling to him at a very good rate, and he was able to make 2,000 naira, 2,500 naira, 4,000 naira on every phone he was able to sell. And he started it while he was on campus, and he was able to start that. And today he's built 2 houses, from selling phones. And the honest truth is that was what he was passionate about. And that's why I tell people that if you have to start a business, and if you have to allow your business to do very well, to become very profitable, if you want to grow it, if you want to exponentially let it surpass, all your expectation, you must be willing to go into a business that you are extremely very passionate about. Passion is very key when it comes to starting a business. The only thing you have to sell that is going to outlive you, or the only thing that's going to be will make you become successful and profitable, is when you do things that is in line with what you love to do. Because the honest truth is that running a business is not easy. Running a business takes a lot of quality time. And if you're not exceptionally passionate, if you're not exceptionally in love with what you do, there's a chance that you might be willing to stop midway, because of the fact that, probably you're not getting enough profits, you're not making enough sales, the business is not yielding as fast as you want. The only thing that will keep you going, the fuel that will continue to allow your business to do very well, is when you decide to stick with something you're passionate about. So in choosing what you want to do, in choosing what kind of business you want to venture into, you must be very, very sure about it, that this is something I love to do. And one of the things I tell people to do, the test to do when they want to decide on what to sell, especially when it has to do with their passion, their love, and what they love to do, is to ask yourself, what is that one thing that I love to do so much that even if one single cowboy is not given to me in terms of service, or if I don't make any profits in terms of selling a product, I'll still be willing to do it. That is one thing that you must be willing to go into. And the honest truth is that all of us have those dying desires, those things that we're passionate about, those things that we love to do, those things that we've been doing as a side also, we're not making so much money around it. Those are the things you must ask yourself, how then can I be able to incorporate enterprise or doing a business with what I do. For example, I love to write, I love to talk. Doing this video for me is something I'm very passionate about. It's not something that you're not going to pay me for, but it's something that I'm exceptionally very passionate about. So the question you want to ask yourself is, what am I passionate about? What do I love to do that, if you don't pay me, I'll still be willing to go ahead to do it. The third step we're going to be talking about very quickly is to know exactly what business structure or form your business is going to take. The honest truth is that people mistake starting a business with just having a side hustle. A business is a serious concept that we must not confuse as an hustle. It's something that we must be willing to give all that it takes, in terms of structure, in terms of the form we want it to take. For example, do you want your business to be structured as a partnership? Do you want it to become, just a sole proprietorship? Are you just going to be self-employed? It's just you and you alone involved in the business. You want to do a limited liability company. You must decide the structure your business is going to run with. Because the reason why we that makes business successful is because you want to be able to do all the necessary things. If you want to run a partnership, probably you want to start a pharmacy, or you want to start a cosmetic business online, as it were, you must be able to decide what form or what structure is my business going to be like. If I'm only running a partnership with somebody, you want to be able to get somebody so that you guys can register a partnership together. If it's going to be a limited liability company, for example, you want to be able to go ahead and do the necessary registrations, and all the things required for that kind of business. that structure for business. And the honest truth is that structures is what makes business successful. Because if your business is not structured, if your business is not in addendum with best practices when it comes to structure, you will discover that you're going to be making a lot of efforts and you'll be getting very little, as in terms of results. And the honest truth I always advise people is that if you're going to be going online, even if it's that you're going to be starting in the next 6 months or 1 year, it is better you create a form that is simple enough so that you can be willing to be able to, go the stretch. Because the honest truth is that the more complex the structure of a business is, the more funds it will require in terms of setting it up and all that. But for small businesses, for business that will probably employ between 2 and 50 people, let's say about 2 and 20 people, and it's going to be online, it's better you create a simple partnership, or if you're going to be the only person, register an enterprise or a business name so that you can have something small. And the reason why I always emphasize on people deciding the kind of structure they want to run from states is because of taxes they have to pay to the municipal or local governments or state governments and federal governments. But if you run a simple business enterprise or business name registration, it's going to allow you pay little taxes. It's going to just probably have to pay VAT, or you pay personal income tax for yourself. For some of your employee, you probably not need to pay about almost 40% on income taxes on your business. Those are kind of structures and forms you must understand. And I advise you to pick up a course or pick up a book that has to explain on business structures and forms. It will help you to know what kind of form you want your business to have from day one. It's a very important step, because if you don't decide that on time, you will find out your business, to get to a point you might be stuck. And government and all the other agencies, federal Inland Revenue, and states Inland Revenue, and they'll be disturbing you on some taxes to pay and all that. But if you have set your form, all the necessary things you need to do about that particular form, and you can start off immediately. So that's the third step we're going to be looking at, or where you have to look at when you're about to start your business and grow it online. But before I continue, let me just quickly remind us again that if you've not subscribed onto this channel, you want to subscribe, because I'm going to be giving out a lot of content. I'm going to be giving out a lot of freebies from time to time, and so that you'll be able to get notification once video comes online. It's best you go ahead and click the notification button and press the bell, so that you'll be notified immediately I post any video online. It's very important for us, in this organization. Thank you so much. So the fourth step that's going to make that one of the 9 steps we're talking about in starting growing a profitable online business, if you don't know what to sell, is to develop a business plan. People take business plan for levity. People just feel that business plans are, they are not so important. I have an idea what I want to do. And the honest truth is that business plan is so key. In fact, I don't have, even no matter how simple an idea is, I don't start it without a business plan. Having the financials and having even the business plan itself as physical documents, not just in my head. I want to see the documents so that I can know what I'm doing in the next 2 to 3, 4, 5 years of the business. And the honest truth is that for any small business you're running, for online businesses, it's good to have a business plan. And this is the number one reason why you need a business plan. A business plan is like a roadmap. It tells you what you want to achieve, the cost of your business. And the moment you have a business plan for your business, it helps you to know what you're going to do in the next 2 months, what you're going to do in the next 4 months, 5 months, 1 year, 2 years, so that you know that, okay, yes, I'm starting with just a product. For example, if I have a plan for my marketing organization that I run, and I plan that we're going to be starting with marketing acceleration program. I want to generate 40 million in revenue per year from that particular product we want to sell. It helps us to know what to do. Who are the kind of clients we need to get? What are the key things about our product that we want to sell? So having a plan helps you to know what to do at every point in time in your business. So the very important step, and I tell you, businesses that don't have plan is like driving at night without the headlights of your car. You will most likely hit a ditch. And that's how strategic a business plan is. So for you to be able to do very well in your business, for you to be able to grow your business exponentially, you must be willing to give all it takes. You must be willing to to commit all it takes into making a plan that is very effective. So to grow your business, to start a business, especially a profitable business that will outlive you, you must be willing to put the plan into it. So plan your business today. And if you need any assistance about all that, you can send me an email at support@yemimarketing.com, and we're willing to be able to help you with a plan, simple plan at very little cost that will help you to be able to know what kind of business or how you're going to position your business to be able to compete, in the open market and to be able to do very well in the marketplace. So that's it. The fourth thing we're going to be talking about, the fourth step you need to do to have a business plan. Fifth thing we're going to be talking about is that for you to be able to run an effective online business, and like we said, online business means that your business is going to be, a lot online. Yes, it could be physical. I have a business that I run that sells chicken, and we have a physical shop, but we also sell online at fiversfood.com. But there's no how you have to run that online business without a website and all your social media handles intact. So that's the fifth step you need to take. You need to build a website. You cannot but not have a website. Yes, websites are becoming not as effective, as they used to be. It is either you have a funnel or you have an e-com site. So I'd advise you, if you're going to be selling a lot online, you will need an e-commerce website. An e-commerce website is a website that will allow you to sell even when you're not physically there. People can buy stuff online, and email is going to be sent to you. They can make payments, whether they want to do a transfer or they want to pay with their cards. All those structures will have been placed on the website in such a way that people can go on your website and buy. Once they buy, they'll be given receipts. An email will be sent to you as the vendor or the seller, and you can be able to ship their products to them. Or if they are digital products, it can be shipped directly on the website. All that process is done with a website. So you need a proper e-commerce website if you're going to be profitable and do very well on your online business. That's very, very key. Aside having a website or a sales funnel, you also need to have all your social media handles, your Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and all the other social media handles you decide to use. I don't advise you to use all platforms on social media as it were today, because it will be very difficult for you to be able to monitor all your the correspondence and all the information you get directly from those social media. So I advise you to pick one or two at most, where you'll be physically present. For example, I use a lot of Facebook, and I use YouTube, I use Instagram, and I could manage the three of them together, in addition to my website. So you need social media, platforms. You can also use those social media platforms as a way to be able to, market your product. The honest truth is that I do a lot of ads on Facebook, I do a lot of ads on Instagram, I do on YouTube too, and I use all those platforms to market my products, and that's how important it is to have social media handles. You also need a website so that you can direct traffic from your social media handles, to your website directly, so that people can be able to reach out to you on those platforms. Yeah, so the sixth thing we're going to be talking about is the fact that you need to make an irresistible offer. The honest truth is that online businesses thrive, online businesses do well when people actually get to make offers, when businesses have to make offers online. The honest truth is that nothing sells itself. Nothing is going to sell just because of the fact that the product is good. Yes, people are very skeptical when they want to buy products online, nowadays. And the more reason why you need to even create, an irresistible offer for yourself today is because it has been proven. And that's one of the things I'm giving out in my new course that I created, quantum marketing. That before you can sell very well online, before your product can be appealing, to those people you're trying to sell it to, you must have something I call the irresistible offer. The irresistible offer is an offer you make that your customers, potential customers or clients cannot resist. I give an example. If two people were supposed to be selling shoes online, and one person is saying, if you buy my shoe at 8,000, naira, let's say at $500, if you buy my shoe at $500, I'll give you a belt at a discount of 60% off or 40% off. Or another person is selling that same shoe at $500, and there's no catch to it. Most people are going to even tend to want to buy from that person because of the offer he's willing to give. I have done it over time. I've seen it happen in a lot of my own marketing, that the more offers I make, when I'm selling stuff, the more people are willing to even listen to me or reach out to what I have to offer, or I'm selling, in the market. So you must be able to create an offer. It's very key for any business to sell online. So 16, create an irresistible offer. It's a very easy way for you to be able to get your product, especially when your products are new in the market, or if you're a new seller in the market. You need people to be able to look at you, because people are bombarded with a lot of products online. A lot of products are being sold online every single minute, and the only way you can get attention is when people know that you are willing to give something to get something in return for their business. Number 7 step you need to do is to get all your inventories and all the products you intend to sell online ready. You don't want to get to a situation whereby people are started ordering for your fans, for your products, like your cream you're selling, or the food, or small shops, or anything you are selling at all online. You don't want to make sure about your products are not ready and you started doing ads, directing traffic to your website or your landing page. You want to make sure about those products on ground, or they are within reach, so that once others start coming in, you don't want to get to a position where you'll be able to now tell the customer, please ask, deliver to you in the next 48 hours, or in the next 36 hours, or in the next 1 week. No, if you are selling air online, you want to be sure that it's either you have a vendor ready to give you, or you have those air stocked already in your shop or in your store, so that when customers place the order, what makes online marketing more effective is when people know that they can get their goods and services, they can get it delivered to them within the shortest possible time. So that's one of the things you have to do. Ensure that you have the inventory, you have the product. If you are providing a service, you are ready to deploy as soon as the client is willing to get served, or the client had made payments and the customer wants that particular product or service delivered to the person. So ensure that you have your product or service on ground, you have done your own work, and you have your product and services ready to go at the slightest minute the customer requests. The number 8 thing we need to talk about is the fact that you have to launch your products. There's a way that online businesses actually do formal launching. You don't just come to the market tomorrow and you start selling. No, you have to prep the market. You probably have to do some ads, tell people, okay, these are the things I want to sell. And I tell people, you need to get the first 10 customers very fast, because those are the things that is going to motivate you. So what you do most times is to look for family and friends, is look for people that within your reach, people that are your church members, people that they attend the same school as you do, people that stay in the same estate as you do, people that you've had some form of relationship, whether platonic or formal relationship with. So you need these people to be on ground, and you need to gather about 50 to 100 of them, send those products to them, whether you want to send it to them as an email, whether you want to give it to them physically, but you must have people that you are willing to sell to immediately. It is very key. You don't want a situation where you want to sell your products and people are not buying. People will only buy product they trust. No matter how much irresistible offer you put around your products, if people don't trust you, they will not buy from you. So you need to establish some level of trust, and that's one of the things I've seen as a problem, when it comes to selling online with a lot of new businesses. People don't trust you, so you have to allow them trust you, and that's more reason why your product has to be in the market well enough. You need to promote it back to back on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Twitter, on all the handles you want to promote them. People need to see those products over and over and over again. I tell people, if you want to go into online marketing, be ready to spend the next 3 months projecting, promoting what you are planning to sell in the market, because you don't expect that you put the product out on June 1 and you expect that by June 2 people should start buying. It's possible people can start buying, especially when your product you're selling is a product that is already well known and you have a good price, you have a good offer around it, and people could buy. But if people don't buy, you should be willing to stay in the market for as long as possible until people are ready to buy your products and services. It is very key. So don't fall into that trap of thinking that immediately I put my product out there to sell. There's a chance that it could actually sell immediately. But if it does not, you need to have a lot of reserve of funds, for marketing to promote your business, and that's where you have to do the proper launching. And when you do launching, it's also good to do something like a pre-launch. A pre-launch is where you tell people my product is gonna be out, on July 1. But if you actually place an order now, you get a 50% discount. So if you do a pre-launch also, it also could help your product to sell online very well. So the last point, that I want to give, which is the 9th point, the 9 steps you need to take, to start or grow a profitable online business, even if you don't know what to sell, is to promote and implement a marketing plan. I talked about in the points where you have to do a launch. As you do the launch and promote your product, you also need to implement a marketing plan. In the form of, by the time you are done with your business plan, a marketing plan is a part of a business plan. You need to probably bring out your marketing plan in your entire business plan so that you can now sit down and look at it that, okay, how many products do I intend to sell? I have 5 products in my business and I sell each of them for $5. I want to sell 100 units of it every week, and I want to be able to, these are the kind of people that I'm planning to sell to. These are the ideal customers I'm willing to sell to. All that is incorporated into a marketing plan. So you need to have a marketing plan, which is a part of your major business plan, and start to implement that marketing plan. The honest truth is that no product, no matter how good the product is, will sell itself. You must find all the resources and time to promote your business. You must understand what it is to be able to do Facebook ad, which is very, very key. You must understand how to do promotions, how to be able to buffer, and to be able to create some price strategy around what you sell. Because the honest truth is that any product that is not promoted, no matter how good, no matter how juicy the offer is, it will not sell. People will only buy the products they are aware of. So go out there and market your product and sell. So those are the 9 points I want to talk about. Very quickly, if you need any support or any help, or you want to learn more, I advise you to send an email to support@yemimarketing.com, or you can call us on the numbers displayed in the bottom end of this video. I will look forward to hearing from you, and seeing other videos I will be creating. But sincerely, it pays to actually start a business now. It pays to be able to invest your time, your resources into starting an online business today, because in the next couple of years, online business is going to blossom, and you don't want to be missing in that. I will see in the other videos.